You ever need a kimchi IED? I'm your man.
Ah, we live.
What's up?
We're talking about kimchi, Kim Jong-un, and whatever else. So we'll let people get in here. I got 2 bricks. Got 2 bricks from Colombia yesterday.
Ooh,
2 bricks.
fancy coffee with your
Is it
fancy coffee maker.
No, this just goes in a regular coffee maker. Oh, it's from Miami, Florida. Whatever. I got my 2 bricks, my 2 keys from Miami, Florida.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually where it comes from, but
It's funny. I was trying to vacuum seal everything when I had my vacuum sealer, and so I'm vacuum sealing coffee beans. And the wife's like, they do that already in the store.
yeah, with the little valve on it. But this
Right?
this is actually vacuum packed. It's good for quite some time. But the other bags I have, like the after 8 coffee or whatever, you can smell it. It's got a little vent valve on it to smell.
Yeah, I was always wondering about that. How do you smell stuff that's in a vacuum seal? You know what I mean?
Cafe Bustelo coffee has an irresistible aroma and rich taste. It's deliciously versatile. Oh,
Computer starting up. I'm dragging ass today a little bit.
Yeah. Should have left that. Should have left that Kim Jong on.
Mm-hmm.
No Kim Jong.
Oh, you're gonna be the supreme leader. He's gonna be the supreme leader tonight.
Be on the back. Who's your supreme leader?
You like Daddy's big rocket?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, so wrong.
Hey everybody,
Oh, hey everybody! It's who there? Conor McGregor.
That's an autoplay. Sorry.
What are we auto playing here?
Whatever I was watching right before bed last night, it was a dude that does like these really delicious recipes. We had a little bit of a cheat. I don't know if it was a cheat. We had buns that weren't keto, so technically we were a little off keto last night. Having butter burgers.
Ooh.
And it's from a recipe from a channel called Cooking with Shotgun Red. If you're into greasy, very delicious food, just once in a while, that's a good video to watch. Man. That was a good recipe. It's if anybody watching knows of Sully's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, they're famous for their butter burgers. It's kind of a recipe off of that.
Yeah.
So that's what we autoplaying.
The only person I watched that does the keto stuff besides you and Riddle Girl is Evil Neil. But I don't even know if he goes by. I think he goes by EN187 now.
Well, that was definitely not keto, bro. I mean, well, the bun isn't keto.
Everything else was.
Yeah. The
Didn't
one
know.
Stick of butter per burger. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, Stan, it's Friday.
Well, Stan knows it's Sully's Burgers. Yeah, butter burgers.
Oh yeah, he's enjoyed some Sully's Burgers, has he?
Maybe. I lived in Wisconsin for 10 years. I never even heard of them back then. I mean, I heard of butter burgers. I've had them at like Culver's.
Culver's, yeah, I've had that.
A few other restaurants that would have it, but I never went to Sully's. I mean, I've been to Milwaukee a few times too, but I don't know.
So what's going on besides? Oh, hey everybody! It's Kim Jong-un. I'm gonna put my missile on you.
I'm gonna launch a missile, bro. Don't make me do it.
Yeah. Hey, we could call it the Kimchi 1000. Oh shit! All right. Woo. I am Kim Jong-un, and I will send you a Kimchi 1000. Oh shit. Oh man. Let's see. What are we going to do today? Cafe Forte. So what's going on out in the world? Anybody have anything new to update?
Fire
Lovely.
here, or-
There was a fire.
In your neighborhood, or?
Yeah, it was like just this morning, just a couple blocks down the street. All kinds of sirens. What the hell?
Meth lab burning down, or?
Maybe
That's-
in an apartment complex in here. Might be.
That's
Oh,
more,
yeah.
That's more
Yeah, bathtub
over
crank.
Apache Junction. It's more the meth capital.
That's usually what happens here. They have they're doing bathtub crank in the bathtub, or cooking off shake and bake in the fucking bathtubs and stuff like that, and then using the exhaust vent to do it, and then something happens. Some idiot walks in there with a chicken bone and starts smoking the meth or something, and blows the whole damn place up. I know it's not funny. It is funny, but it's not
It's
funny.
funny.
It's funny, yeah.
Stupid is gonna do stupid, bro. You can't stop people from doing stupid shit.
Right.
Just like you can't regulate morality, and so why even try with the whole drug war thing? And if you
Yeah.
actually allowed those drugs to be manufactured, even if you tax them, which they would,
Of course.
then that drives the little man out of business a little bit. I mean, that's how you got rid of so many moonshiners back in the day with the whiskey tax.
Uh-huh.
Right? So why not do that again with the drugs? But personally, I don't know.
Well, they're
Stupid
still
gonna
out
be stupid.
hunting moonshiners.
Yeah.
Because inevitably somebody's greedy and they snitch on another moonshiner, but
Well, most moonshiners that I know of, and I know there's some underground, obviously, but I think a lot of them now are getting licensed because it's niche. It's the hipsters' new thing. They want to drink, real moonshine.
yeah.
So these moonshiners are getting all legal and getting the licensing in order to produce it and sell it. Because before you can produce it for your own consumption, but it is if you're wanting to sell it without a license, you couldn't do that. Kind of like an 80%er, to be honest.
Right. right. Yeah, because now there's a craft distillery, a craft brewery.
Yep.
They
You
made
can
it
brew beer at
easier.
home.
They made it easier so that they can steal your money through some other tax.
Well, I mean, the reason why I think it's so in the market now is because everybody wanted to do their own little brewing beer at home, making their own beer,
Yeah.
And then that leads into making other alcohols as well. Now you have the making your own wine. Shit, the stuff I have to make for sauerkraut, it all comes from a home brewery store. All the stuff you need to make your own beer and wine at home.
Yep. I've been making my own beer and wine, the occasional spirit. I have some Irish whiskey we're gonna make. That's perfectly legal.
I don't know if I want your Irish whiskey. What makes it Irish?
The essence that you put in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I dipped my bowls in it before I was done.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's a joke.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning to you. I'm gonna go ahead and dip my bowls in it for you. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Trudeau, going to implement the Emergency Measures Act, aka the War Oh shit. That's not good. Poison Stinger says Wisconsin Butterburgers.
Why not?
Yeah, except for you can't buy
enough.
butter. You can't buy butter on it right now. Easy Family continuing coverage.
I bought a shit ton of butter.
Sam's Club was out.
Wow.
What? I got 4 pounds of butter there.
Well, yeah. See, it's just hit or miss. Well, congratulations. You probably used 2 of them to make a butter burger.
It was a lot, dude.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was out. What else was out? They didn't have any the usual spinach mix. I guess everybody figured out, oh my God, spinach has zinc. So now everybody's eating the shit out of spinach. Everybody's gonna be Popeye. Everybody's gonna be pregnant.
False advertisement. You
Was
don't
it?
eat spinach and get muscles like that quickly.
Hey, Popeye says otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
But you know.
Yeah, well, my bully beat my ass many a time after me eating spinach. Hit some swole.
You didn't eat the lid like Popeye did. That's why.
Of course. No,
He got the zinc and the steel.
Out either.
Although I'm sure you tried.
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Oh. 25% less child report. 25% less child abuse reported since stay-at-home order. Well, yeah, because their parents beating the shit out of them with a belt. That's not really child abuse, but you know that's what people think of it as now. Yet the feminists are saying the abuse rates are up. Yep. So now the stay-at-home women that live with women can't be around each other because why? They're women and women don't like each other. Not that much.
No, yeah, it's feral.
Yeah.
It's seriously feral sometimes.
The alpha female versus the alpha female, or the beta female is turning to kill the alpha female. Yeah. Yeah. My wife watches that stupid show. Not what the hell is it where they have like a couple wives?
Sister wives?
Yeah, she watches that. She's like, oh my god. She's like, would you like another wife? And I was like, hell no. Why the hell would anybody want more than one crazy bitch living in the house? I mean, why would you want that? No.
I mean, it's fun in theory for a minute.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. If they were just girlfriends, you could send them all home.
Deal with that shit.
Yeah, no. Hell no. And she said, you know, she's not, it wouldn't be the lifestyle for her because she'd kill another bitch. But, you know, she said, you know, she likes to watch a little bit of everything. I don't think she's like religiously watches it, but she was talking about it one day, and I was like, yeah. No, she's like, you wouldn't want another wife? I'm like, hell no. I can only handle one of you and my 2 daughters. What the fuck would I want another wife with more kids? No, hell no. Hey, that's what I can call it there, Stan. Irish teabagging. That'll be my whiskey name brand. Irish teabagging. Dip my nuts in your soup.
I'm staying away, bro.
Board juveniles burn and vandalize cancer patient home. Well, maybe we should burn and vandalize them. You know, I just like I done some dumb shit when I was a kid, like maybe shot a window out. But who the fuck burned somebody's house down? Like, not even on accident, because you know why? Little fires get big fires real quick, dumbass. So they should take those kids out in the street and get some really long rubber hoses and just beat the living fuck out of them in the middle of the street. And then they should make them pay for the home. Put them on some kind of hard labor camp.
Do Habitat for Humanity where they're the only ones building it?
You know, they'd probably burn it back down again, because
maybe. Well, then they can keep working at that until they do it right.
Due to boredom. Well, first of all, take the parents out and beat the fucking snot out of them. Yeah, beat them retarded, and then just beat the kids retarded with a rubber hose. Because, I mean, he can neither... Right. I cannot confirm nor deny that sweet essence is ball juice. TB vaccine might help COVID-19, says Rotogirl. 100-year-old vaccine. Well, look, like I said, like I was saying yesterday, maybe there's so many doctors that are saying that this can be fought off, and you could feel better in less than 4 days with just the health protocol type stuff that I've been scrolling across the screen this entire couple weeks worth of chat, because we are zinc deficient, you know, and the doctor also suggested that you get Schweppes tonic water because it has quinine in it or something. But of course, you know, that you can't find in the store right now. But if you go to your section where they have like the stuff to make mixed drinks, like the tequila salt and stuff like that, they usually have Schweppes tonic water, and that has the quinine in it. So everybody's been going and buying it, but I think it helps with the uptake of the zinc, maybe. But it also has the same thing in it that everybody's taking in, the hydroxyquinone. But now everybody's coming out saying, "Oh, you need to take zinc, magnesium, blah blah blah." No shit. I'm not even a doctor. I can tell you that.
All right.
But be wary if people show up to clean your house. They might just clean you out. Yeah, people show up to clean my house.
Yeah, that'd be weird, huh?
Yeah. I'd be like, you can't be that retarded, right? you really want to clean my house?
I don't know. Maybe I'd let him. You know, just watching the whole damn time. Got a gun strapped on me, so. You missed the spot, motherfucker.
Yeah,
It's
it'd be
gonna
like,
be the worst case job you ever did.
yeah. Be like, you got a little too many clothes on there.
Yeah, start stripping.
Yeah.
Like making a porno. Whoa.
That would be kind of funny to turn the tables on them.
Yeah.
Be down there scrubbing the floor and you just come by and just, brush against them. Be like, hey.
Have the music playing on your phone in the background.
All right, so today's Off the Chains Day. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. It's what day of the quarantine now are we on?
27, I think.
Is that it? It's got to be more than that. No? Oh. You see that Biden dropped out of the race?
Biden did? Blabber and blah, 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 Biden?
I'm sorry, not Biden. I'm sorry. Misspoke. Bernie. Bernie's out of the race. I think that was yesterday's news, but...
Some of the energy drinks have it in it too. Says stand the quinine. I don't believe mine does. Mine's basically natural caffeine from green tea, vitamins B3, B6, B12, branch chain amino acids, electrolytes N, K, and Mg. Niacin, potassium, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, which is methylcobalamin. It's good for the brain. Yeah. All right. Stan says, bingo, Rotogirl. There was a Tim Pool video that came out where the people were dressed in medical PPE and were doing home invasions. Dude shot and killed one, beat the other in Chicago. They had 21 shot and 7 dead the other day. So, and they're not supposed to be within 10 people in an area. So they're still not listening to the rules up there. Morning, Saints and Sappers. Says morning must.
Can't even say your own title.
Yeah. Good morning, Saints and Sappers. Morning muster, happy hour, tonic water, and with the testicle flavored Irish moonshine. All right.
Yeah, that's what it makes Irish.
Yeah. That's how you put
Irish whiskey.
That's how you put the Irish in the whiskey. For an extra fee, instead of the balls, we can put something else in there. It'd have to be in a mason jar though, because it won't fit in the lid of a small one. So, oh shit. Yeah, well, today's Off the Chains Friday. We could all die tomorrow. So, did anybody see the let me see if I got the pictures here. All the bodies being buried on that Hart Island. Let me see. Let me grab these.
I do know that they're attributing a lot of these corona deaths. It's on the ticker. It's always, this is how many people died of the coronavirus. A lot of those people that are dying are like dying of natural causes, and then they're just saying they had coronavirus, bro. So.
Yeah. So here's a new game. Well, it's not new, but it's called Virus. It's at Walmart. I sent you the picture of all the sheeple.
Yeah.
Where in the hell's all my screen grabs? Maybe it's in a different spot. Yeah, so yep, there it is. So
Yeah, they do that around here for everything now too. They've been implementing lines with spacing and only allowing a certain amount of people in the store at one time.
So this
Most
is
stores are
the
doing that right now.
this is the official Irish USMC Vet Twitter page, but those are coffins, and they're just taking and burying the shit out of them. Somebody said, "Oh, those
Where's
are
that?
contractors," but that is in footage shows New York City workers burying bodies on Hart Island, HART. The drone footage captures NYC workers burying bodies in the mass grave on Hart Island, just off the coast of the Bronx. And now they're saying if the body's not claimed within 6 days, that's where you're going. And it's a huge mass grave. I don't know. Let me see. Get out of there. Yeah, it doesn't have a. But if you go search for it, you'll find it. I'm sure it's you know. But it looks to me like those coffins are stacked too high.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a zoomed in picture, and the coffins are stacked too high, and this goes way back there, like 150 yards. So they're stacking the bodies. They're bringing them in on a what the hell's those things called? Like a front end loader with forks on it, two at a time. And then the prisoners who they're paying, because somebody also said, "Oh, those aren't prisoners doing that. They're contractors." But New York City put out a statement saying that they were going to give $6 a day, which we covered here, to the prisoners to bury people at said Hart Island. So. So everybody's like, "Oh, those are contractors. Those are contractors. Those are contractors." And they're very well may be contractors because they're just not going to send a bunch of convicts out there by themselves. But yeah, here's another picture of bringing the bodies in on the front end loader. And the video's out there if you want to go search for it and find it. But here's just for reference, so that I'm not just taking a picture of a mass grave. There's the building. And the rest of the graves being covered up. So there's people dying of the virus or of not the virus, but that's an awful lot of damn people not to be dying of something. So,
Right.
Good morning. I already said that. Saints, welcome, sir. How's it in your area? Have you been out? Do you get any intel to report? Stan says, "Oh, that sweaty goodness, sweaty balls. We are not a family-friendly channel. So yeah. Unless your kids are normal children that have heard the word fuck without unbridled passion. We are not incinerating them. No, apparently not. I mean, ideally that would be the best way if the virus
I would
was
imagine
that
it
bad.
would smell, wouldn't it? I mean,
well, no,
I've
that's
been
a pretty
told
deep
that-
hole. That's a pretty deep hole. Like there's a 16-foot ladder in the hole. So the top body has to be 8 foot deep. Just to yeah, you'd think you'd cremate them. I just don't understand. Like, I mean, shit. Either way, it's probably just quicker to put them in a pine box and slap them out there. Because cremating takes a certain amount of time and a lot more energy. So, a lot of new Democrat voters stacked up. It's the Saints. Oh shit. Yeah, could be. I think we need to do away with the 2-3 party bullshit and just be Americans and quit being dipshits.
Yeah.
So we had that conversation yesterday, Saints, while you weren't here. Some people vote all Democratic, some people vote all Republican, some people vote all independent if we have any that run for independent, anyways. So I say pick and choose which ones you want. and don't ever vote straight ticket. Vote for the person that's not gonna, that you feel like they're gonna give you at least a little Vaseline whenever they fuck you. So
See, though,
because
I
you don't
rather
want that
have
dry
somebody.
pounded.
I've been saying for a long time, I'd rather have somebody I know that's going to screw me over than somebody who says they're for me and then turns out to be totally against me. Because I cannot stand Republicans who then turn out to be anti-gun or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolute betrayal, if you ask me.
If you're anti-gun, they should make you move to Chicago. I don't think anybody's going to be anti-gun after this. I mean, fuck. They've been killing it at the gun stores. I mean, killing it.
And those are new gun owners, too.
Yeah. Which is great for us because those new gun owners, if they ever have to use said guns, are not going to be accurate. So we'll just have a whole new collection of guns. Yay!
Yay!
So today we're going to give a shout out to Burpee, because that's the beans we're using.
Nice.
And Fairy Morse. I'm trying the asparagus, the Mary Washington asparagus seed starts. And you're adamantly not looking at my fucking screen, poison stinger!
I see it.
You're not Mr. TV9 watching the mail. You got to pay attention, damn it. My co-host is not even paying attention. Prepper Jesus. Sorry I'm late. I'm always busy this time of year. Good job. Good job. If you're anti-gun, you should. Yeah. If you're anti-gun, they should take you out and just fucking browbeat you with a pistol.
If you're anti anything on the Constitution,
yeah, for real. Yeah, freedom of speech, freedom of anything. Okay, let's go through the emails here and see what kind of Brownells. Big stimulus starts now, so they're having a stimulus. It looks like they're having Angus's Arms, CMC, Giselle, Magpul, all kinds of good stuff on sale. Guernseys, all right. Guernseys.com, Guerneys.com is now offering free shipping to anybody that wants seeds or plants. Orders 75 or over. They have all the vegetable varieties, fruit favorites, perennials, and new this season. Guernsey Seed and Nursery.co. And they're out of Lewisburg, Ohio. Just got that. Now, see, if you get like early on in the season, like whenever I talk about I buy in October, you get 50% off your order most times. So if you order something in the early season, you can get twice as much because they give you half off coupon, I guess, lack of better terminology. But and of course I don't have any of the damn books here. I must have burnt them all. But anyways, they'll send you a catalog every year, whether it be Guernseys or wherever. And if you place a $100 order, they will give you. It only costs you $50 plus tax. Yay asparagus! So we can all be. That's why it's Irish whiskey. Not a lot of people like asparagus, so.
I love asparagus. I just get tired of the smell, bro. And it's like forever long. It's almost instant, right? And I just get tired of it.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Just
It's
mix it with some
delicious.
apple juice. Mix it with some apple juice.
Does that do anything?
No, not at all.
First of all, apple juice has got sugar in it, so I can't even have it out.
Not at all. I was just apple juice is good to clean out the liver and stuff.
Right.
Supposedly. Now America was hit with COVID-19 from 2 continents. Oh, how we were hit. Economic devastation looms on Good Friday like no other. Trying to get my numbers here together so we can see what. So yesterday was 1,518,000 infected. 88,455 dead total worldwide from cerveza bug, La Cerveza Masfina bug. And I'll go back, post that up, and then we'll refresh this and see what else is going on. The most accurate cerveza analysis in the world. Timely advice, courageous reporting, unfiltered truth. Submit. Pandemic denialist, almost all pro-Trump, pro-liberty in the media are playing right into the hands of the globalists, causing more infections, deaths, and lockdown. Prediction. Okay, well, I don't know. We'll post that up. There we go. So we're now at 1,604,000 infected worldwide. 95,731 dead. In the U.S., it's 469,000 and 16,697 deaths.
Jeez.
Are you searching?
Huh?
Are you searching for something?
I'm always searching for something, but I'm listening to you. All the deaths, man. It's bad. It's bad.
Riddle Girl says, "Hey, Brother Jesus." Brother Jesus says, "Bless you." So he's apparently.
Yeah. How did you know she sneezed?
It's Brother Jesus. I told you. Yeah, he's real. Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why you people call it Good Friday. They nailed me to a chunk of wood.
Right?
Yeah. It must not have been too good for Jesus.
Mm-mm. Well, I'm glad. I'm sure he was glad to get it over with, but still.
He has the Spear of Destiny stuck in his heart. YouTube watch. What's that about, Stan? Is that for later to watch? Watch that later? Or do you want to discuss it right now?
I'll click on it and we can see what it's about.
This whole crucifixion. Shit, I cannot talk today. Too much Irish whiskey, I guess. Minus the sweaty balls. This whole crucifixion thing actually wasn't my fault, says Prayer for Satan.
Oh, yeah, that's an hour and 32-minute long video. Hey, hopefully some of you people watched the video that Riddle Girl shared yesterday. But this one's about the economist Daniel DiMartino Booth destroys China, calls coronavirus an act of war in a sit-down with Patrick Bet David. There's a book called Fed Up that you can order. But yeah, it's like a short movie.
Morning, Mr. TV9. Are you mailbox sitting again today?
1955. Holy shit. Swedish paracord nuts back in the house.
It hasn't updated over here. I just see Mr. T. There we go. Good morning.
So Swedish. You got a webcam? What do we need? What do we need to get you to get you on one of these? Like, I will get you whatever you need, bro.
All I have is candles coming.
Yeah, Yankee candles.
No, he didn't like Yankee.
Or Yankee Hill.
The Sun Sai or something. Okay, it says we're live. I'm looking through my emails here, see if I have any other than tactical tone.
Swedish says we have to sort it out after the Easter is over. Well, dude, you don't have to be on live if you don't want, but I mean, it would be kind of cool if you were, because obviously it'd be cool to have an opinion on another country, right? But just to be able to talk to you even offline would be a treat, bro. So, yeah, be on top of that. And if you need any help on any of it, Sign me up, bro. I'll be right on that.
I.e., Riddle Girl will, because she's the tech person. Riddle Girl's our
but
tech.
I'm the one that gives out the orders, so.
You're gonna get beat. Hey, everybody, look away from Poison Stinger's screen because he might be getting slapped up the side of the head with the chair. We have sort out. Okay.
Yeah. I pick my moment. She's indisposed right now.
Oh yeah, she's got her headset on.
Oh, she gave me a. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
In a small house, right here.
She knows everything that goes
I know, right? They have impeccable hearing.
on. Yeah, they do. When they want.
It rubs itself with lotion.
That's why I got a wife, bro, so I didn't have to do that no more.
Well, that was the Wild Bill.
Oh, I know.
Okay, so My Patriot Supply is saying the biblical prophecy has come true. This Easter weekend, we are bringing back one of the most popular posts of all time, Noah, the preparedness prophet, in the original post. We talked about we can learn from Noah about preparedness. Given this year's Easter situation with that shit, we have updated the post to include more biblical insights about preparedness. As you will see, we could learn a lot about preparing from hard times from the men and women from the Bible.
Mr. TV9 says he can hear you farting.
So
I didn't even fart.
she moved her chair squeak. It was a sneaky squeak.
My chair makes noises sometimes.
It was a sneaky squeaker. Dog is being a big suck today. Tell her I heard her fart. Mr. TV9 is our prankster. So I believe none of what you hear from him and half of what you see from him. Prepper Satan says domestic violence is up, so Poison Stinger getting hit makes sense.
All right.
Satan is on the feminist side. I encourage all things feminism.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't even be in this mess if it wasn't for women. You know what I mean? Eve, apple.
Nobody even. It doesn't even say in the Bible it was an apple. I mean, come on. It could have been any other fruit.
It could have been a really delicious, like, passion fruit, and women can't handle not having that, right?
Right. It was an aphrodisiac fruit.
Chocolate tree.
Yeah.
That would explain a lot.
It was a chocolate tree.
All right, so let's check out the link over here. Let me grab all that. Economic devastation looms. So, Madrid, Christians around the world observe Good Friday like no other, at home watching live streams instead of church, as pressure mounted on governments to restart some industries and fend off the further economic devastation. The worldwide death toll has closed in on 100,000, with the confirmed number of infected topping 1.6 million, according to Johns Hopkins University. The true numbers are to believe much higher because of limited testing, different rules for counting the dead, and cover-ups by the governments. Yeah, I'll post a link up. So they're saying, I do know, we covered that the other day, how they were talking about the numbers were cooked. And then we seen yesterday in the chat, I put the video up of, or the article, where they were asking the Minnesota governor and the coroner to lie and say that there was some 7,000 people or some number like that.
Yeah.
That actually died from COVID, but did not die from.
Yeah, they're being told to count the ones that just came in contact with somebody who had COVID or might have had contact, and because they died of whatever they were in there for anyway, yeah, we're going to count them with the COVID patients. That's how they say how New York is getting all their numbers right now.
Right, because people are still dying from heart attacks. People are still dying everything. It's
But
not
if you went to
just
the hospital to die of a heart attack because you're having chest pains, right, and you die, then you were exposed to the COVID-19 virus by going into that hospital. So therefore, you died of COVID-19. That's how they're doing it, man. They don't even test you to see if you had it. They just say, well, if you might have been in contact with it when you died, well, you're counting.
cause of death.
COVID-19.
Cerveza bug.
Yeah.
Cerveza coronavirus.
Believe me, man, there are laws trying to be passed right now to make another agency for this federal government for this kind of shit. And they need funding, and they need people to be scared. Because the more scared people are, the stupider people are, and the more allowing they are for more tyranny. And sure enough, you better believe we're going to have another agency out here, and there's going to be some real implications of this for years to come.
Say no to any extra agencies. 100%. For sure. No to 0 new agencies. Matter of fact, we need to start dropping alphabet agencies. Because it doesn't seem like they're doing any fucking good. Except for lining their pockets with more of our taxpayer dollars to come after us more. So no. Yeah, no. Walter Davis, good morning. It's true. Adam didn't bite. He told me, cool story, bro, and walked away. Temptress, says Stan. There's the article I posted. I don't trust any stats from any source. Right, unless you're live on the ground and you can verify. Reagan, there are lies, damned lies, and statistics. Yeah. So I see what's going on. Like I said, we do the AOs. We've cast it out a little further the past couple days because we got some intelligence, and we just went around to make sure it was actionable intelligence. So we went around and looked, just swept out 45 minutes into different directions, just cast it out in a circle and checked out what was going on. And some of the intelligence was actionable intelligence, and some of it was not. So it was just hearsay. So, but I like to go out and check it with my own 2 eyeballs to see, and take pictures, just like the MRAP that I've showed on here. They're on station now. So. And there's no use for them to be on station, especially where they were at. And I won't say where they were at, but Guns Coast to Coast says they're going to scare you with mosquitoes spreading COVID. Though now, if they said that they can't spread HIV, so if they can't spread HIV, the most horrid virus in the world, they're sure as hell not going to spread COVID-19. And even if they do, all you need to do is take the malaria drug, because that's what's curing the people. Yeah, so there we go. We've got it all. Everybody just start growing your own malaria drug in the backyard.
Either that or start taking all the pool cleaner you can. It has the same shit.
Well, no, it's not the same shit. Hydroxyquinone is not the same thing as chloroquinone. Yeah. Where is the hell those pictures? I got some good pictures, man. If I can. So they have a thing called that's the virus. Yeah. So now I wish I could remember the damn name. Dr. Mark Siegel, Fox News medical correspondent, media slammed Trump over support of malaria drug, but Dr. Mark Siegel is the guy that gave his 96-year-old father the hydroxyquinone and something else, and gave it to him, and he was up walking around the next day. But his dad said he felt like he was going to die the day before.
Really?
Yeah, so let's see if we can find that video. Drudge has it at the headline now, coming. No barbecues for you. We were just at the Drudge. I'm just pulling off articles from there. Test of faith, peak death Sunday is what this says. on mine. You must have a different Drudge report. Are you on Drudge 2020? New York has more cases than any country. Outbreak aboard second Navy carrier. Virus trace found in wastewater at high levels. Well, who the hell's going to be playing around in wastewater? Are we going to... Well, I guess some places recycle it and use it again. Michigan bans travel between residents. Boston suburb threatens $100 fine for anyone walking in the wrong direction. That's so funny. I was told yesterday I was walking in the aisle that I wasn't supposed to be in because they have directions of travel arrows on the ground now. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't have that one. Let's see. Drudge has a headline right now. It's coming. No barbecues for you. Yeah, left side. Oh, okay. Let me see if we can find it. Rising from sick beds, medics head back to the front lines. Debt topped out at 24 trillion. Scientific Journal apologized for linking COVID with 19. Let me refresh it here. See if giant Asian hornet that kill with a single sting to invade the U.S. can mosquito. Okay, there we go. Because mosquitoes spread COVID-19. Well, no. How the hell is that possible? They can't spread. Well, maybe it's a bioweapon. Probably a bioweapon. So this guy's saying mosquitoes are common in the summer, known for carrying West Nile, Zika, chikungunya, and some other diseases that sicken humans. But what about the novel coronavirus? Is warm weather worms? Questions whether you can contact cerveza bug through mosquito bite continues to surface. There are several types of human coronaviruses, including MERS, SARS, and which caused deadly outbreaks of their own, but cerveza bug, however, has been never been seen before, and it's caused by SARS, CoV2. As a whole, coronavirus family is a large family of viruses that people can come in contact with that affect different species of animals, but rarely can an animal coronavirus infect a human, and then spread between people. However, the instances were seen with MERS, SARS, and now the which is now SARS, COVID-2. Coronavirus lockdown measures should not be lifted until a vaccine is found, says the study. Okay, yeah, whatever. Screw you. I'll post a link up. Thank you. We'll put that up there. I don't believe that a mosquito can transfer it. I mean, like I said, if that was the case, everybody in the world would have HIV from one mosquito. You know what I'm saying? I thought heat was supposed to kill it, says Stan. Yeah, I was under that impression too. But still, we don't have any actionable intelligence on it. Need to go
No, they
search
said
that
heat
out.
wouldn't kill it a long time ago, bro. And that's why
Huh?
it's like going strong in hot climates right now, like in I think it was Australia or whatever, because it's their summer.
Well, there's a lot of mixed feelings about it because there's actually like I forget the nurse's name. There's like a really popular New York City. I believe she's New York City, and if I can find it, I'll put it up there. But she's going around telling everybody, oh, it's this that. If it's a virus, you can't wait 5 days and won't come back. She's like, if I leave this here at my desk and I cough on it and I lay it down on my desk and come back 5 days later, the virus is dead. The virus is dead. HIV, and she just goes on and on about it. And so you have those people, and which makes it harder to believe the people that really know what they're talking about, because the nurse is not a doctor, the nurse is not an epidemiologist. Yes, I understand they went to school, but in the same concept, I'm not an epidemiologist, so I can't tell you. I can only go by what I read and then provide you links. I can give you my opinion, whether it's worth anything or not to use. Totally up to you. But as far as a nurse, unless you are more highly qualified than just other than having a bachelor in nursing.
Mhm.
I don't think you have the right to tell people that unless you've seen some paperwork and you can provide proof, then hey, by all means. But right under giant killer wasp, yeah, I seen that.
The news article, yeah.
Corsair
Yeah, I did
trainers.
not.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
How are we doing out there in
the woman
Cali?
who got.
Go ahead, dude. Sorry.
I was just reading Stan's. See the woman who got fined $1,500 for her friend singing "Happy Birthday" to her from the street. No, I didn't see that. Noise violation. What the fuck? This is like fine.
Well, look.
Everybody's wanting to fine everybody, man.
Look, the local, state, and local governments know everybody's going to get a check soon. So why not? Why not? They're going to like that in all
luck,
port.
Man. They find my ass and I ain't paying. You want to take me to jail? I'll fucking do the time before I pay that shit. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, because you're going to get more out of them than they're going to get out of you because they got to give you 3 hots and a cot,
Mm-hmm.
which eventually, essentially comes from your fellow
taxpayer. Yeah.
But
it's just so fucking tired of the rig system sometimes, man.
Morning, East Wind Farms. How we doing, sir? Gun says, morning to Corsairs trainer. Are you still out in Cali, Corsairs, or did you gangster boogie out of there? I'd be interested to know if you're still there, how's it going? If not, if you gangster boogied out, you don't have to tell us where you're at. Just hopefully you're safe. We're just off on Crazy Friday, doing a little craziness, talking about some random stuff, doing a little news updating here, but for the most part, just checking in with everybody to make sure everybody's okay. So yeah, we're talking about giant wasps, giant Asian hornets. Let's check that one out.
Well, they kill aphids.
So poison stinger is okay with those because they kill aphids. He has an aphid problem.
Well, if they do, I'm okay with it. Yeah.
No, the ones you need are parasitic wasps that kill. They're beneficial wasps. So mud daubers, they're pretty cool too. If you can get those to hang out in your garage, they don't mess with you. Ouch! Giant Asian hornets that can't. Don't you? You have killer bees right there where you're at, right? Isn't that what you told me?
Oh yeah, we're all killer bees here up in the Southwest. All the Southwest is killer bee territory now. There's no honeybees left.
So honeybees.
That happened back in like the 80s or 90s.
So honeybees are killed by Asian bees. More damn Asian diseases. Okay, this is horseshit. All these damn Asians. But anyways.
Before all the bad things came from Africa, right? They were like, "Oh, that's racist. You can't say that Africa has killer bees." It's because it came from there, but okay. And now it's all coming from Asia. Interesting.
Da-da-da. So anyways, we'll post that article up. It looks like a mean little bastard. This insect, which can kill with a single sting, may have a devastating impact on the already dwindling honeybee population in the U.S. Okay, we definitely don't need that. We need pollinators because otherwise we're going to kill off ourselves. We need to stop using that Monsanto shit and spraying everything and killing them. Even nicotinoids will kill them because it fucks with the central nervous system. Okay, let me go back up here. Sorry. Roll up. Corsair trainers, morning everyone. We can't leave our house without a face covering and can't more than 2 still in the house. Ain't nowhere to go. Wolverine.
Like California, you said?
Yeah, he's in California. Yeah, you know, I subscribe to him. He does a lot of good survival stuff.
No, I'm not. I'll have to check his channel out.
Yeah, he's one of our.
California, bro. I feel for you. Y'all need to get together and just say, screw y'all. We're gonna get together and I don't know.
Another guy.
Fear is a great way to control people.
Right.
You want to control a group of people? Put fear into them. They won't even the most pro Second Amendment people won't gather together to go up and protest anything because they don't want to catch the cerveza bug.
So Stan says another guy got a fine for taking his kid out to learn how to drive. Well, that's first of all, you're not bothering anybody there, so I don't see how the hell that's doing anything. If I get pulled over for going out for a drive and not going in anywhere, well, I mean, most everything's closed down anyways. But yeah, you can't implement that. Not just going for a drive. That's still not illegal, no matter what they say. And since they graciously suspended no pullovers for expired plates, no registration, you should be able to go out and have a good time without it. They got some homeless folks staying there, but it's mostly empty. The FEMA hotel asked, did I put that up there? Eastwood Farms asked about how the FEMA hotel going. Corsair Trainers explains. Japanese emerald ash borers are a huge nuisance. Yeah, they've killed all the ash trees here. In Indiana, anyway, they're gone. That's the article I posted up about the hornets. East Wind Farms. I'm a 50-year-old pollinator. So you go out and hand pollinate, or do you keep bees? My house is empty this weekend, says Prepper Guy. Cooties, says Stan.
I try to do that. I try to do that with hand pollinating with use a little paintbrush.
Mm-hmm.
Tickle the flowers petal. It just felt wrong, dude. It was like I was jacking off the fucking flowers.
You were tickling a flower's insides. Good job.
Yeah, I didn't like it, dude.
Good
I did
job.
not like it.
The creepiness has just came out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new wave of locust that threatens millions in Africa. Total destruction. Meanwhile, in the suburb drama. Oh, we got to check this one out. Somebody's being retarded with a leaf blower. Yo, people are gonna end up getting shot. You're weeding too loud, son of a bitch. Oh, it's in the New York Post. The New York mass graves. The pictures I was showing earlier. It's actually in the New York Post this morning. Prisoners in hazmat suits continue to dig mass graves on Hart Island. All right. Well, there goes my proof. Other than the picture I showed, I guess the pictures could have been anything, though, right? So here's the article we were talking about earlier for the people getting buried in mass graves. So they're saying after 6 days, if your body's not clean, I wonder if that's how long the body stays, or the virus stays active in your body after you die in the 6 days, because they said 6 days in there, I think. Real Girl says, circle, dot. I gave you all a cootie shot, and you now are immune. Yeah, no shots for me. They're devastating New Jersey ash trees too, says Walter Davis. Yeah, they're horrible. But with everything out in nature, it evolves and moves on. Just like the weeds, they're saying now. Like the weeds are getting so bad that they're resistant to Roundup. They've evolved genetically to be immune to it. So if you kill it this year with Roundup, then the next year or two it's going to not be killable. But that's the same thing with like open pollinated plants and heirloom varieties. And the heirloom varieties, they're open pollinated, so they're hardier, a hybrid or not. That's been all grown in a greenhouse. So all those heirloom plants that are still around for that reason, because they've developed traits to help fight off any diseases or stuff that would kill them in the open air pollination. There are people who are getting paid money there is You could buy bull semen, deer, like strains of whitetail deer, if you have a license. That's a big business. Same way with, um, especially the bulls. I've known about that for a long time. Like you could buy bull semen to.
They do the same thing with male horses, I think, too.
Usually they bring the horse to the female, but I do know that one of my buddies raised whitetail deer, and he's like, "Oh, this strain of," I'm like, "Bro, do I even want to know how you got that?" He's like, "Well, how do you think you got it?" I'm like, "Bro, ain't worth $150 for me to be down there." Well, I think he said you could get upwards of 1,000, depending on the lineage of the captive whitetail deer that you had, but the strand or the whatever. Too much information.
Little girl wants to get that job.
Oh yeah. Laugh Aloud had a friend in middle school who lived at a farm and got paid nothing. I don't know. Ask a farmer, little girl. He told me it was the worst time of year, mating season. What was always weird was like you trying to get a jackass, because the donkey was always smaller than the horse. Yeah, so prize stud semen says Stan, yeah. EEJ Electro.
Even that job's getting ruined by automation. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's a bad day when you can't even jack off an animal and get paid for it.
And just be okay with it. I didn't know the horse world had a fluffer.
Yeah.
I mean, I did, but I always wondered how the hell you transport that. Why would you? How would you transport that to make it viable to give to another animal? But hey, whatever. It was one of those things I didn't care to ask after I heard about it was $1,000 vial of fucking whitetail semen.
Yeah.
Hard pass. He was on a pig farm and the pigs needed lots of help. So pigs can't get it in? They're not a short shit problem? Let's see, www.fedscoop.com, digital identity infrastructure / government. What's that about?
That is, the world is accelerating towards a digital IDs for all. News article. Coronavirus pandemic has triggered a new focus on global ID systems, but if we're lucky, it could be an Orwellian nightmare. In brief, the coronavirus outbreak has accelerated into initiatives focused on creating a global digital ID system. Governments and big tech are building surveillance apps to control the spread of COVID-19. But if the apps aren't built with privacy in mind, they could be a dystopian disaster, which we already know that they sell your privacy as it is. The UN World Economic Forum and big tech have been working together to create a global digital ID since 2014 in an effort recognized by the World Bank as important for sustainable development. Now the coronavirus is pushing this development even further. The coronavirus pandemic has already prompted a shift towards the digital everything, including digital ID. With many people working from home, conferences are now being held virtually, work is being done remote, and people are having to sign documents electronically. But to prove that you're you, digital ID is a must. With more than 1.6 million confirmed cases of coronavirus, and the death total is set to hit 100,000 deaths in the next 24 hours. The effects of the virus hasn't stopped there. COVID-19 has a huge impact on the global economy, with the U.S. Fed Reserve resorting to printing money at a rate of $1 million a second to keep it afloat.
Damn.
So that's
of course there's
part of it, but there's more, obviously. There's more to it.
Post up a link, sir. Corsair Trainers.
That's the link that Real Girl shared.
Oh, that's the one you were just reading. Okay. Corsair's Trainer says you get $1,000 for what? I only get $10 at the park. You get $10 or you have to give $10? I always like the ones that say, "Oh, if it's not good, you get your money back."
Right, satisfaction guaranteed.
Yeah, satisfaction guaranteed, right? I think I think I should do a video about a gorilla. Okay. You electroshock a gorilla and his junk. I don't know where Guns is going there.
Couldn't you just get some illegal aliens to take the job?
Anally probe you. $10 and a disease Corsair. There's a prize in every package. Corsair Trainer says I use
It is the
PPE.
thing that you keep getting.
PPE. Yeah, for sure. Full body condom. Oh shit.
Don't mind Iris, she's having a little coughing fit, making them laugh over here.
Oh, yeah. Just my lungs filling up with liquid. Oh man.
Not
Immigrants
good,
are
man, especially in the
self-deporting from
spring
the
going into
U.S.
summer.
Go
Not a
ahead. I'm
good
sorry.
time.
What'd you say?
I was just saying it's not a good time of year to be sick anyway, because it's like getting hot, and when it's hot, it's just more miserable, in my opinion.
I'm usually outside, so it's not miserable to me. It's actually harder to get into a vehicle with air conditioning on and get out of it than it is to just be out in it all day. So, Foreign nationals held in Immigration and Customs Enforcement custody are self-deporting from the United States to avoid potential infection with the Chinese coronavirus.
Nice.
Uh-huh. So I'll share that link. That's off Breitbart. So they're in detention facilities in the United States, and they're saying, "Hey, just let us out. We're going home. we don't want we don't want to be here." Oh,
That's funny.
no refunds. This Corsair. In California, I think it'd at least be $100. I mean,
All right. I don't know. Depends on the class of what you're trying to get.
Oh, Corsair Trainer is a high class gentleman, so he probably should. Once again, we're limiting milk purchases at the same store, and yet dairy farmers have to dump out milk. Yeah, like I didn't understand that either. Like we got a note, if you sign up to like Meijer, Kroger, and stuff like that, they'll send you this little pamphlet in the mail, right? Well, they're still kicking these out, and they're saying 10 for 10 and get the 11th free. But then when you go to the store, you can't buy 10 for $10 and get the 11th one free because they have a limit on how many you can buy. But they're still sending you out the coupons and the notifications saying that we're having these sales, but they're not allowing you to do so. So that's actually how we got like 20 containers of the sanitizing wipes, like the Lysol wipes. They had like a pallet load of them, and they had a sale. It was 10 for 10, and so that's how we got all the wipes that we had. We didn't have to have a run on the panic buy them or anything. So that's definitely something to look out for once everything gets back to semi-normal. But I deal with a lot of chickens. I have chickens and raise chicks. So every time you touch them, you got to clean your hand so you don't get salmonella, possibly contaminating your stuff. Pennsylvania dairy industry working to stop purchase limits on milk. Yeah, if it's an overabundance and they're still making it, I know they're having transportation issues, but most milk suppliers are sending it out. They have their own trucking company, so I don't know why that would be. That's the article I posted up about immigrants self-deporting each other or themselves. New York folks dying in their homes. New Yorkers dying home. Officials suspect undercount. Okay, that's the problem I too think with China. with China. Those people were sent home to die. So all of them may have died, but all of them may have not. Sorry, guys. Damn. If I got the corona, I'm only coughing on my stuff. So, but anyways, they got sent home. And so they probably died at home, and they're probably just finding them now. Especially if they were like a widower or a single person. So, yeah, I don't doubt that they're dying at home, and people won't find them till afterwards, because you're not supposed to go anywhere. And some of the cities are different. Some of them are the states are different. So, some places you can't go anywhere, and at all. Still have a little bit of range of motion because I can still. I mean, I have this stupid little piece of paper saying that I'm a critical infrastructure because I'm a farmer. But if I have to show that, that's probably a sign that the world's going to hell. We should probably get the hell out of here. But if I get pulled over and I actually have to show it, that's a different story. Riddle, there are a shortage of milk jugs. Really? Oh man, sorry.
Take care of yourself.
Got to roll. Yep. Have a great day, sir. Let us know if you need anything. Check back in and let us know how you're doing.
Yeah.
Yep. Godspeed, brother. Yeah, everybody go check him out. If you do not know Corsair's trainer, he's a great guy. A lot of good videos. It's because there's no supply chain to get to the market. Says Stan. So there's no way to get the manufactured milk jugs to the stores. Wow, what was that? What was that there, bro? You got that there?
I keep forgetting to turn off my mic when I do shit.
Yeah.
I was just opening a page to where I could check out Corsair Trainer's channel, and so I will not subscribe. So his auto video playing thing comes up.
Oh, okay. I'll see. Well, you're just a bad human being for not being subscribed to Corsair Trainer, sir.
I can't subscribe to everybody, bro.
I subscribe to everyone. Just click likey, and then I don't hit the bell because I don't want to be part of your everyday notifications. But I'll get on there and like watch your shit every once in a while because everybody's got great stuff out there. So, anyways, just like China, when farmers, the farmers are dumping the milk. That's the dumbest shit. Go back to glass bottles, man. Fuck, let's return them. That would be a better off. I know it's a pain in the ass to have to clean them, but and you have some loss from breakage, but that shit's made out of sand. So let's make some more bottles, glass bottles. The numbers in China are going to rise dramatically when they start cutting the doors open that they welded. Yeah, for sure. Because that all these people, if they're threatening to shoot you in the fucking face if you come out of your house, other than to get groceries every 3 days, how many of those people are dead at home? And they're saying in China, or they were reporting anyway, some people were, that 72 hours after you get it, you fall over dead.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you send people home and they're not allowed to go out for 3 days, so they might, half of China might be dead in their homes, or at least in Wuhan anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Along with slow down business, foreclosure, lockdown. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of suicides and shit like that from people,
They count that towards the Wuhan virus too. Yeah.
Numbers will really rise when they test the rest of the population. Yeah, like I said a long time ago, I think we're all going to get it. I just don't want to be the one that gets it and need intubation. Which now they're saying intubation is bad for you anyways. It's helping spread the virus. So most people that are dying are on the intubation.
I don't understand how that works. It helps spread the virus.
I don't know. I need to find that
out. In your own lungs, or are they not cleaning it when they go to another person?
Well, whenever you intubate somebody on a machine like that, they have to put warm air, warm moist air in there, I think, to keep you from I truly don't know. I'll find the article to make sure that I don't give you false information. Wuhan rent protest shows unrest brewing in China after lockdown. Let me find that real quick, though, before I go further. So they're still pushing that narrative of don't sell non-essential items to keep people out of the stores. But I don't know how the hell they're calling seeds non-essential items.
It's funny how they call a lot of things not essential.
Yeah, like
still
you,
get an abortion.
me. Yeah. What? You could get... No.
Yeah.
You can still get an abortion?
Yeah.
That's not essential.
Yeah, apparently it is, you know. Can't have an unwanted child. I found that yesterday. I was pretty appalled by it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it depends on what state you're in, obviously, but I think a lot of them, yeah. You can't go to the doctor to actually, you know, get your, what do you call it, pre-vitamins or whatever and all that shit. But, you know, if you need to go get your baby aborted, yeah, no problem. That's essential.
Great.
The world's fucked up, bro. You know, the more and more we talk about it, the more and more I'm like, yeah, I could handle Jesus coming again. Get this shit taken care of once and for all. It'd be nice.
So many of these doctors that are posting up all this other information, though, like the stuff that it's run across the bottom of the screen, they're getting yanked so damn quick, though. You know, because they're putting out real information. Mortality rate of ventilators are killing COVID. Hold on, let me see if I want to get everything correct here so we don't get any misinformation here. Physicians Weekly. Although they wrote over 33,000 people have died from COVID-19 infections, the number of patients dying in intensive care units and on mechanical ventilation is unknown. We have some early published data. The percentages vary. Blah, 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 blah. 22 who eventually required mechanical intubation. 19 or 86% of those patients died. I posed the question on Twitter, what is the mortality rate for COVID patients that require mechanical ventilation? And received answers ranging from 25 to 70% of people who have the personal knowledge of outcomes of their hospitals. So this is the Medical Physicians Weekly, and you can go read that. So it's either you're too bad whenever you go on intubation that they can't help you, or...
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not the first time I heard it, though. I heard that something about that yesterday, too. With the whole, if you get on the incubators, it's pretty bad for you.
Like, I know they have to put warm, moist air. Like, so there has to be some kind of humidifier in it. So
maybe it just makes it easier for the virus to spread faster, I guess. I mean, I don't pretend to know anything about this. So.
Well, if not, you'll dry up. Let's see. One of the bodies of killing viruses raised temperature above 103 degrees. One of the body's methods of killing the virus core temperature to above 103 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you get a fever, it helps kill the virus, right? Well, then it says it seems that the ventilators are only delivering 98-degree or cooler air to the affected patient's lungs. This gives the virus more life in the lungs than it would normally have and spreads rapidly. Consequently, the patient's immune system overreacts, resulting in the patient's demise. Seems that more patients are dying as more ventilators become available. In my humble opinion, they should raise the discharge temperature of the ventilators. This may help reverse the escalating replication of the Cervacibug-19 microbes. The pandemic in Xinjiang did not accelerate as fast as the pandemic in the United States. This is probably because they already knew this. I bet these ventilators are still delivering cooling air to the patient's sinuses and lungs. Poorer countries could not afford additional ventilators and oxygen assistance for people that get in the hospital. Hence, the lower escalation and death rate in those countries. So that's food for thought for you to check out. That's actually a YouTube video if anybody wants to watch it. I don't know the likelihood of that being 100% accurate, but the one I posted up is, because that's from a medical journal. So scroll back down through here. What's going on? Walter Davis says, right, guns. They're wandering in circles in front of Walmart. Yeah, I sent Poison Stinger a picture of that yesterday. I was like, oh, look at the good sheeple.
Hey, dude, I don't mind that part, right? Just don't tell me I can't go out. Don't tell a business they can't still run. If that business wants to have those lines and only allow a certain amount of people in, I'm all for that. That's your business, right? You do you. But don't, I'm not a fan of the government stepping in.
Swedish
I mean, I definitely stay away from people when I'm out and about, just walking around the block because, got to get out, get some exercise.
Right.
And if I see somebody coming down the street, it doesn't matter if they're black, brown, or white. I'm getting on the other side.
You're not doing any racial division there because you see a black man or black woman, you walk across the road.
It does look sometimes, dude. I live in a very black neighborhood, so it does kind of come across that way.
Yeah. Well, I
don't give a fuck.
That's some early history. Like, I've never seen anybody do that though in real life. I mean, you hear about it like back in the days when, but I've never seen it
in real life. I'm telling you now.
Right, but you're not avoiding them because of their race, creed, or religion.
Yeah.
You're steering away from them because they might be sick. In my book, says the Swedish paracord nut seeds are very essential, especially when it's medicine. I agree 100%, sir.
Yeah.
110%, as a matter of fact. Not the seeds, of course, but the plants. Right. We got you, Swedish paracord nut. We know. I'm hoping this is a bitch slap to wake America up. It's for 30 minutes. The attention span of most people are seriously right there.
Just remember how patriotic all of America was after 9/11 and how quickly that went away.
Yeah. They'll be shitting on flags and wiping their asses with them again in the middle of the streets. People are hitting 109 fevers and dying. Yeah, there's a thin line between 103 and getting 109 and dying because your body just cooks itself from the inside. Great that you guys are taking care of yourself, Poison Stinger.
I'm trying. Yeah, I got a lot of issues. I don't know. My wife shares stuff on Facebook, so he might already know everything that's going on with me, but I got some health issues that I don't really talk about to people. But yeah, it kind of sounds like he's been talking with the wife.
Uh-oh. I don't do Facebook.
For those who don't know, I do have a heart and lung issue going on. It's called pulmonary hypertension. Sounds like you just got high blood pressure, right? But it's idiopathic. Idiopathic means they don't know what caused it, right? So if they knew what caused it, they could fix the cause, and then it would reverse the problem. The pulmonary hypertension is the high blood pressure on the right side of your heart, which they can't really treat very well. They just came out with medicine for it recently, but back before the medicine came out, you had about 5 years to live. because it kill you that freaking quick. And with the medicine they have out now that just recently came out, people are still alive with it at 10 years, but the medicine's only been out for about 10 years, I think. So they're not really sure how long your lifespan is going to be while on this medicine. Little personal, apologize for that, but yeah, health is on my mind, and with that, it sounds like it's a heart thing, but to be honest, I guess it's a lung thing because they say it's the lungs has an excess pressure in the lungs, and it makes you short of breath and have a hard time breathing, and your right side of your heart is having to work harder in order to counteract the pressure. And so it's a lung thing that affects the heart, I guess. Anyway, it's a lung thing. So in this climate, with all this shit going on, yeah, I'm at risk if I get the coronavirus. You know, I'm one of those at-risk people.
So I found the video while you were giving everyone all your personal information there.
Yeah.
And let's see if we can share it. And this is the guy that I watched. He's a doctor. He's really pissed off because they're telling everybody lies. And he is a doctor, so I believe him.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear the sound, but well, fuck, we're not gonna watch 25 minutes. Okay, we're not gonna watch 25 minutes worth of this guy. I'll put the link. I think it's already up there. Is it already up there?
Yeah, but the video that I'm showing is only 1 minute and 9 seconds.
It says mine is 25 minutes. Hold on. Maybe I put the wrong one.
Killing COVID-19 patients, right?
Oh, that's not the link to the video here.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, that was the one that was last in the prequel, or in the. I had not sit chat yet. All right, so the one I just posted at 11:42 is the actual video of the doctor that I was referring to earlier, saying that get the Schweppes water and take zinc, which we've been suggesting over the whole period of this thing, just because it's good for you and you are deficient. So, yes, I know what's going on. Says we should record that.
Yeah, my wife's got
Spontaneous.
So, well, now everybody does. So you're all welcome.
With you, Mr. P, Mr. Poison Stinger, Mr. Kim Jong Un. I swear we gotta do that. We gotta do like a special. You remember how we did
We gotta write up a script though, bro, because I can't be funny on.
I can be funny on demand. So yeah, we had we used to have tinfoil hats. That was a good one back in the day when we had a tinfoil hat thing with Kansas and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Stan says there's a bunch of virologists saying that the same thing. This is really nothing as far as numbers and how they're recording deaths and reporting this, just like the engineers who came out against it.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of that lately too, where this is not nearly as bad as they're saying, and it's just that they're over-reporting to keep the fear going.
Yeah, like I completely understand from a standpoint, like I said, from CBRN, like you should not be around people. The best way to prevent you from getting it is to stay away from people. So I mean, I went through the whole list of that shit, and I'm sure nobody wants me to read it again. But if for anybody else that's watching this video after we're not live, go back and check out the other videos from March 13th, 14th. Where I went through all the procedures, actually how to decontaminate and all that other stuff, because of how easily stuff is transmittable.
It's very overwhelming, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So this guy, I was talking to a guy at the store yesterday because we went to the store. I actually went to a store. I didn't just drive around. And I was talking to this guy, and he's like, he looked at me, and he looked at this other guy, and he's like, Did I just see that? I was like, yep, that guy just stuck his dirty fucking dick beaters that are gloved up after he put his mask on into the mask and scratched his face. I was like, bro, you might as well just take that shit off.
Yeah,
Go
you
lick
might
the
as well.
toilet seat now. You done screwed yourself.
Well, you
You
can't do
screwed the
that on
pooch.
YouTube though. You get demonetized.
What, lick at the toilet seat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We can say licking the doorknob then, because that's what
Yeah.
it is.
As far as
Go
I
lick.
know, that's not against terms. But we can talk about it. We just can't show it. Yeah, the engineers who came out against 9/11, Stan, that was powerful for me. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there with 9/11, and that's the problem with trying to find the truth. That there's so much BS, and it makes the small bits of actual truth kind of tainted from all the other shit that's out there, and it makes it look stupid. But having the actual engineers talk about how buildings work and buildings don't go down in office fires, that was very powerful. And yeah, it's surprising that that's not more out there. No, you have out on YouTube, you'll have about 1,000,000,001 videos about how the planes weren't even fucking there. They were just a figment of people's imagination and digitally entered in seconds after the attacks. But you have actual engineers with real fucking science, and good luck finding it. It's hard to find that. I mean, I guess that's probably by design. But...
Well, I can assure you, with my measly degrees, that you cannot melt fucking steel with JP5 jet fuel. It's just like no matter how much you pour on it, you're not going to melt those big ass 1-inch thick I-beams like that.
Right.
And it's definitely not going to implode. I mean, if you've ever seen a building
Not
imploded,
into its own footprint.
yeah, if you see a building implode, if anything, you would think that the plane would have went through and blew out the whole fucking side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which it kind of did, right? But it didn't explode. Okay, as big as you think it would, because if it had all that JP5 jet fuel on it, or JP4, what essentially that's going to do is just going to burn down, right? Because the gas is going to fall, and then the flames are going to go up, right? But that didn't happen. This bitch goes pancake, 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 and you can watch it just fall inside its own fucking perimeter.
Yeah.
Ain't happening.
The only
Ain't
time
happening.
I've ever seen that anywhere is a controlled demolition.
Yeah, which they do in Vegas all the time. You can watch it.
Especially Building 7. That one, for a long time, I was grasping on to the last shred of no, the American government wouldn't do that to its own people. I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to believe it. I'm going to believe the official story. And then I'm watching Building 7. I'm like, yeah, that one was not even hit by a plane, bro. I mean, come on. And it imploded immediately, like free fall speed.
Before plane hitting. So Walter says a guy he knows from high school filmed one of the jets hitting. It wasn't imagined.
I know. I'm just saying that you have a lot of those people on YouTube
that are
mold. Yeah, that make it bad.
Yeah, because they're actually saying that, oh, no, that really didn't happen. That really didn't happen. Because the planes weren't there. They did implode it, but they can't all get on board and say, yeah, it really happened, but they exploded the fucking building from the inside out.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get to...
It changes your whole worldview after you realize what your government can do. And you supposedly live in a free country.
It's free. Just watch what you say. Freedom of speech. Just watch what you say. That's all you got to do, man. You're good. Mm-hmm. You're golden.
You can have your Second Amendment as long as you only have certain types that we allow.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like when we change our mind, you have to get rid of it immediately, or you're going to be in trouble, even if you didn't hurt nobody. Yeah. And freedom of privacy. You can have privacy all you want until we need to know what you're doing.
So let's see what we got going on with that right there. So I found another article that says drug touted as COVID-19 treatment has troubling side effects. Okay. the side effects of cerveza bug is fucking death, maybe.
That's a pretty bad one.
Well, this is in the Military Times. A former Army doctor who has spent a career helping veterans believe they were permanently harmed by malaria drugs. Said 2 medications being considered to treat the coronavirus can cause brain damage and long-term health problems in susceptible individuals. A small French study on the use of hydroxyquinoline to treat corona garnered attention last week from President Donald Trump. The non-clinical trial found that hydroxyquinoline, a derivative of chloroquine, lowered the virus counts of 20 patients with corona within 6 days of being administered when used together with antibiotic azithromycin, which is a Z-Pack. It's cured 6 individuals of corona cerveza bug this week. Hydroxyquinoline and azithromycin taken together have a real chance to be the biggest game changers in the history of medicine, according to President Donald J. Trump, tweeted on March 21st. Trump announced Monday that 10,000 units of hydroxyquinoline and azithromycin will be distributed tomorrow morning in New York City to patients with the cerveza bug. If it would be a gift of God if it worked, a real game changer, said Trump. The president's support prompted a run on chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine. Hospitals purchasing organization Premier said orders for chloroquine spiked 3,000% this month, while those with hydroxychloroquine increased 260. So chloroquine spiked 3,000%, and hydroxychloroquine was 260. So the chloroquine is apparently better than the hydroxychloroquine because more doctors and hospitals bought that. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, physicians in the U.S. Have been using off-label for other than what is recommended by the FDA to treat patients hospitalized with the cerveza bug. But Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, said research is needed to determine whether the medications are safe and effective. So they gave us this shit whenever we were on training exercises in the shithole country down south. So maybe we'll have brain injuries too. We're trying to make a balance between making something with potential side effect. All right, man, that's going to go way on too. Anyways, go check it out. I'll give you the link. It's in military.com. I don't really want to hear my voice for that long, and I'm probably missing 1,000 fucking cool messages.
Only one.
Only one message?
Yeah.
I'm doing something wrong.
I know. People being quiet right about now.
Nobody's watching. Everybody's fiddling
Walter
with themselves.
Davis is saying Building 7 was on purpose, collapsed because it was structurally damaged. From the report, the 9/11 report, they never said that was on purpose, as far as I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, Irish. But it was damaged from the vibrations of the other ones going down. That's why it was hours later. Here, we can debate it all day, but seriously, do yourself a favor. Don't trust me. Go check out the engineers. That was a powerful thing. I looked into Building 7, and that was what really kind of got me looking into it even more. But the engineers, they go into why the actual Twin Towers collapsed and the science behind that part of it. And they're a lot smarter than I am. So I would recommend to do yourself a favor and check that one out. If you can. I think it's the 9/11 Engineers for Truth or something like that. What is it?
Stan says he wants to go down to the silver shop. It says it's open, but no one is answering the phone. Well, hey, maybe you get a
They're
freebie.
busy.
Maybe you
They're
get a
probably
freebie.
really busy.
Maybe you get a freebie there. Maybe you could walk in. Everything's free today.
I do plan on picking up a 10-ounce bar this week, hopefully. Yeah, guns coast to coast. Yeah, I looked into the Gulf of Tonkin. It's been, even before that, World War II. I mean, look what we did in order to get into World War II. We wanted to get in, but the American people didn't want to, so we had to make it so that the Japanese would attack us. So what did we do? We made sure they couldn't have any of their supplies, pissed them off enough until they actually attacked. We provoked their provocation. at least goes back to World War II, maybe even further, for all I know.
Yeah. So this video is not getting any, obviously not getting any play. So share that. What? Laugh at me. There's an actual.
No, go for it, bro.
What are you laughing at, fucker? I'm not on that page. I'm gonna. Oh, don't make me.
You were referencing us being demonetized.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that. I obviously say fuck way too much for that to count.
Yeah.
So bad, Mr. TV9 has to gripe ass like he's the grandfather or the dad of the room. Need to look more at process and what your government is willing to do to start a war. Gulf. Yeah. Okay, you probably already read that because I heard that. If you read between the lines, they're trying to find out a really expensive instead. Well, yeah. Why the hell would you? Why? Because the insurance companies can't make any money off of it if you can get malaria drug, because malaria drug is grown in your backyard. You can literally go out and grow it in your backyard. It's called Sweet Annie. It's Artemisia, and I posted up the link to go buy the seeds, but apparently you can't buy them right now because you still have until April 14th to buy the seeds, or you can't buy the seeds until then. Let me see. I can bring it up, but they're not selling you. They're not selling you seeds at the seed store that you can get them from. But this Sweet Annie is what they make it out of. They just make the synthetic version. It's all in stock right now. You just can't buy it unless you're a farmer. Like I said, I already bought mine, but that's all it is. It's called Sweet. It goes by several different names: Sweet Mugwort, Sweet Annie. It's like the stuff they make. It's basically a wormwood, but it's not the same common wormwood that you would get to make apple. So their hands are clean. Aren't clean. Of course not. Yeah, and they could be closed because of Good Friday. Yes, they could be, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're Satan worshipers, so they're not closed for Good Friday. Jim Morrison's dad, the Admiral, was in on that one.
They would be doing Passover anyway.
Satanists?
No, jewelry and coin places are mostly Jews.
Hey, now, the stereotype. Stereotyping.
Hey, I'll racist it.
You're stereotyping that.
I'm just saying, most of, not all of.
Bill Gates funded the WHO for a couple of decades now, and has huge stocks. And they want to give you the vaccine. I don't want a vaccine. I've never been sicker in my entire life from flu until I took the vaccines that I was forced to take while I was in the military. And that's all up to you. Your depiction may be different. Your opinion may be different. But for my personal self, I had to take them, the flu shots, and I was sick as a fucking dog. Couldn't get up, threw up, evacuated out of both fucking orifices. It was horrible. And then after I got out of the military, I have not taken one since, and I have not been that sick ever again. So to each their own, but I suggest you don't take them. They also gave us anthrax, I think. I know they gave it to us. I'm just trying to think. But there at the end, we didn't get all the shots in the series because the batch was bad. I got deployed out anyways. So, yeah. But then I was told by a corpsman that it was only good if you inhaled it, or no. The shots were only good if you came in your skin, but if you inhaled it, you still would die. So I don't know. 1993, we weren't taken by surprise by a truck bomb in the World Trade Center. First year, Clinton's presidency. 9 years later, we're hit again with airplanes with all the power. Go look up. I think I'm not 100% certain, but if I remember correctly, I think the Bin Ladens were actually at the White House, or some of the Bin Laden's family was actually at the White House when this took place. So I don't know if exactly, but I was told that some of the Bin Ladens were at the White House with President Bush when this took place, and they smuggled them out of the United States. So there's a good conspiracy theory for you to go check
Yeah,
out.
see, I try not to go through all the comparisons because some of them are pretty far-fetched, bro. And I mean, that one's out there. That one would be one I'd probably avoid myself. I much prefer the engineers, and the science behind it. Because you can go down some, really weird conspiracy theories like that one. Yeah, they are pushing for the mandatory vaccines and papers. That's the whole real ID, and you're going to be part of your real ID of proving who you are is being vaccinated. And of course, when you get vaccinated, you're also going to get that little tattoo to show that you've been vaccinated, so that they can keep track. And that way you can go to these public events. Like if you love going to baseball, for example, you want to go see your favorite team play baseball. Well, you can wait to get tested, or hey, look, I already have my fucking tattoo here saying that I got the vaccine. Let me through. And
All right.
that's how you're gonna get through.
So I was right. George H.W. Bush met with the Bin Laden family on the morning of 9/11. That is not a conspiracy theory. It's the truth.
Okay. I thought he was reading books to kids in a school.
Apparently he met with not with Bin Laden himself, their family.
Mm-hmm.
So not Osama, but
well, yeah. I mean, the dude had like 12 wives and a whole bunch of kids. So
I don't know which one. I'm trying to find out. Global elite struggling to maintain.
We definitely opened up a conversation now.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. Like, I knew I'd read this or heard it. I forget who fuck told me, but I remember reading it. It wasn't an actual Osama that was here. I guess it was some of his family.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he was. I don't know. There's something else. It says, why didn't Osama bin Laden attack the White House instead of
Obama. I mean.
Yeah, I always called him Obama bin Laden.
Yeah. Obama bin Biden.
No, Obama bin Laden, because he was just like a fucking terrorist in the White House.
I'm just saying his Biden was his vice.
U.S. celebrates. Anyways, let me fucking grab this link here. I'll share it with you guys if you want to look at guys and gals, if we have any gals in here, because I know we have a few occasionally. All right. So, all right. So let's go start the NSA watching.
Keep our diversity in check.
Yeah. And blame Bush. What's changed? USB got elected on clearing up corruption and wasteful spending. All the appointments like Rumsfeld were corporate fix.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna drain the swamp. Let me get some really swampy people in the office.
Wasn't Bush at a school when that happened? Says the Swedish paracord nut. Yeah, apparently he was at a school. Actually, he was at a school. I remember him saying, well, shit. Anyways, that was. We got the call, and we had to go to the ready room and get ready to possibly go shoot people down. So, we knew where the president was. Because yeah. Anyways.
Because you were in the know, yeah. We get it.
Yeah, I was in the know. It gives me cold chills to think about the damn day because, that's the first time I've ever heard air raid sirens actually go off on the base on a sunny day, and it's not a tornado or a hurricane coming in.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of got suspicious when I saw Stevie driving.
He's saying it's a conspiracy theory that Stevie Wonder's not blind.
Oh yeah. Bin Laden family is huge. Osama was kicked business when he went to Afghanistan to fight the Russians. That's his Irish name, Obumbaye. I call him Obama bin Laden, or Barry Soetoro. And, anyways, his chick had a bigger dick than him because every time she wore her little tight dress, you could see her big giant bulge in her pants. Need coffee, and the fact that he told everybody on numerous occasions, including in his book, that he was the first Kenyan-born president. I'm just saying.
Well, Swedish paracord nut's leaving, so thank you for joining us, Swede. Hope to see you on again.
Yeah, thanks. Have a great day. Glad to see you back. Glad to see you're doing good. Have a happy Easter to you too. Hopefully, get lots of candy and goodies. Chocolate bunnies, if they do that in Sweden. I know what Easter's about.
Probably have licorice chocolate bunnies. He sent us some candies from Swedish, and
I
they
remember
love
that.
licorice over there.
Yeah,
Apparently.
back in the day. Oh, I do not like licorice. Black licorice, anyways. I like licorice.
Well, that's
just
exactly what it is. They had a salted licorice candy. I don't know why they call it a candy. It's not sweet at all. It's more salty than if you licked a salt lick out on the farm. Yeah, it was bad. It was it wasn't bad. I appreciate your gift, Swedish paracord nut, but it was a little salty for my liking.
Morning, HVS. Glad you finally got in here. Slow eating them unfrosted Pop-Tarts, not getting that proper sugar nutrition in the morning. Chinese friend of mine went to flight school with some of the hijackers. He was the guy who notified the FBI, who did nothing. Yeah, I mean, they have to take it into is a pain in the ass, because you have to make sure that the intelligence you're getting is actual and actionable intelligence. There's a whole list of stuff, and I'm looking at it right now in front of my face. It's like the quick dirty version is for these cards, right? So whenever I have people that I need to entrust or get information from, I go through my little cards here and ask them questions. But so basically, the intelligence officer who handled this dropped the ball. Now, did they get punished for it? Probably not. But they, if it would have been.
Yeah, that happened here in Arizona at the Embly-Riddle Flight School. I was wanting to go there as a kid, so I've actually been to that place quite a bit. And I was like, wow, that's. At the time, I was living in Wisconsin when all the 9/11 went down. But.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter where they trained, because we trained Iraqi pilots. We trained. They bought our jets. We trained their pilots in our schools.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I was in school, aviation school, there was pilots and technicians from all countries that we sell our stuff to. The military industrial complex sells our stuff to. So we're training all those people in the ways that we do things, shy of the top secret parts. But you're still giving them all the information, and they're not, rock throwing, spear chucking retards that they bring there, right? They send the best of the best. So you're putting those people right next to us, so they know what's going on. And of course, they'll make friends with you and try to get information out of you. But I mean, 6 a.m. there, he says.
Holy crap, man! I thought it was early I wake up at 6 to be on here. But damn, the chat must start for him like at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it's noon. It's noon here. Damn. Well, but Hawaii is in the Pacific.
Yeah, granted.
Technology has connected us faster than ever. I like to think the Easter eggs, as sweet Jesus tears. Oh, the Cadbury eggs are the fucking bomb. Oh, they're so great. And then now they make a caramel one. Oh, I have to stay. I'm so glad that we're quarantined.
Over there.
I'm so glad that we're quarantined that I can't go buy any. Yay! Because I don't need them. I could eat them on Saturday. That's my cheat meal. I don't have a cheat day, but I have a cheat meal. So
Just a cheat meal of Cadbury eggs.
yeah, fuck yeah, just die of fucking coma overdose. Bah, sugar coma. It's better than going out with the virus. Conspiracy theory part 2. Stevie Wonder was an ace pilot. Could be. This was 3 years before 9/11 happened, and the guys were training for years to come out because of discrimination. Well, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, this was in the 90s. Whenever I'm talking about, we were training. Is not Israeli. Why do I want to keep saying Israeli? We were training Iraqi, Irani, people from Iran. Any place that has a damn air force or planes or helicopters, we were training them, and we still probably are training them at our base. I mean, one just got shot up not too long ago by some third world countries people. Yeah, we train, but these specific students didn't. Well, yeah, no, that's the hardest part. What? Why do you not want to know how to land? Because I'm gonna fly it. I'm gonna fly it into something. Now the likelihood of them actually saying, "Oh, we don't want to learn how to land," is retarded. Because if you learn how to fly, you need to learn how to land, right? So they might not have been interested in the landing part, but that was still a critical thing because once you go up, you must come down, at least for training. So I feel like them saying, "Oh no, we don't want to learn how to land. We just want to fly." So I don't know how long their training was or anything, but they had to learn how to land. Whether or not they told, because I feel like the instructor flunk you out if you don't want to learn how to land, because that means you're going to do something stupid. Stan Stevie Wonder used to fly, the force to fly. After 12 EST, try easing fucks, bitches, cocksuckers, and all other BS. It's Good Friday. Like, what the fuck.
Mr. Tommy was like, it was a joke, man. Get over it.
After lunch, Mr. Tommy Boy 9. Where the hell is Mr. Tommy Boy 9 from? Did we say cocksucker? I didn't think we said cocksuckers. I said dick beaters. Those are dick beaters. Anyways, Mr. Tommy Boy 9 is our, good. Walter knows. Your racist guns.
We're all racist here. That's all right.
I bet you can call it China virus too. Well, the president did, so I feel like if the president said it, I can too.
Right.
I saw the instructor say it at the time. I'm sticking to it. You saw that, so you seen the? Were you there when the instructor said? I'm sorry. What did I miss? Did I just?
I thought it was a friend that he had, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's got more know than we know.
Yes, we train people, but these specific students. Oh, so you were actually there then? Okay, I'm not questioning your authority. If that's what happens. Oh, the instructor was interviewed on TV. Okay. But I mean, I assume that if you're taking off in the plane, they're going to have to show you how to land, because the instructor won't land the plane for you after so many tries. I mean, after so many hours, you're supposed to learn how to land. So,
right.
And I mean, that would be a red flag for me. And I'm like, yeah, we ain't showing you nothing else, bro. I mean, it's really not that hard to take off a plane, though. Or, I mean, hell, it's not even really that hard to fly one once it's in the air. The hardest part is landing. So, I'm not questioning your authority there, Guns. Don't send Prepper Jesus or Prepper Satan in here after us. That's what they did with the simulator. Take off, fly around a bit, go full throttle and plow into the ground, get out laughing. a Middle Eastern guy who spoke Farsi told Dave what they said. I was not there. I was glued to CNN, the Clinton News Network.
Most
All right.
trusted name in news.
Yeah. Jesus, take the wheel. Shit, I haven't seen all that. The flight simulator, they would just take off, fly around a bit, and go full throttle and plow into the ground. Get out laughing. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I think I would. I don't know. Maybe off them. Could you imagine taking that as an intake? Like calling the FBI and saying, "I got these two guys speaking Arabic, or well, in this case, Farsi, whatever." I don't know. I mean, like, if I got to play around in a flight simulator, I'd probably do the same shit. I mean, I wouldn't do it repetitively, but I want to see what it looks like, you know? Not to the point to where, I mean, I want to get as close to the ground as possible. You know, get close and just see how far I can be up off the ground before. But I definitely don't want to hover into or slam into a damn building. I used to do that on Flight Simulator, but I wasn't planning on flying any real plane. Yeah, right. See, Stan's the same way. He's like, I just want to see what it's like. Bam, bam.
Yeah, I used to play on Chuck Yeager's Flight Simulator all the time.
A lot went to some people young don't see repeated now 20 years later. It was an odd time. A lot went down. Yeah, nobody talks about it. They all went to the FBI office, says Walter. I had some more reward points and bought more pillar candles 3x6 from Amazon. Cool. Mr. TV9's on a buying spree. Mr. TV, you plan the seance? Says Stan. No, he's retired now, and his wife. They're probably gonna try to make some more babies at 65. I mean, at least give it a good go. I mean, they could be they're trapped in the house. Let's get it on.
All right.
Gotta have the candles. He's gonna run her a bubble bath and light up all the candles and have a good old time.
There you go.
Break open the best bottle of wine and go swimming in their silver pool.
Your kids would be 20 when you're 85.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. God, kids at 65. My buddy, he's 42, 43, and just had a newborn. I'm like, bro, are you retarded? You not know how that works?
I don't know, man. I just turned 45, and I've been thinking about adopting or doing foster care.
Adopting is different than you actually popping out your wife popping out a kid. Like, you got a 20-year-old, and now you have a newborn. Did you forget that freedom is supposed to be at the end of your life?
Yeah,
after you raise
the
your
thing is, though, is when you fuck something up bad enough, you want another go to see if it was really you or if it was just the situation.
Nah, I'm good.
No.
So all my kids, as soon as they're raised, and I'm going on a road trip, and that's it. If grandbabies come, yep, you can see Grandpa on a damn Harley cruising the United States. 45 is a lot different than 60. I know. But still, even 45, that's still way past where I wanted to have kids. Here come my order of candles from the mailman. Oh, shit. After 1993 attack, the Torricelli Act was passed and signed by Clinton that basically said FBI, CIA, FBI, NSA cannot use information that comes from anyone who might have ties to terrorism. Well, I mean, everybody's a terrorist now because if you cough in public, you're a bioterrorist. So at least you can send the grandkids home, right, Stan? Uh, with lots of chocolate. Yeah, give them a Mountain Dew. Yeah, I just you know, I'm glad I had so many, but I'm also be glad whenever they're all raised and successful and out of my hair. Hell, I don't even care if one or two of them stay here. But I'm leaving. I'm going on a cross country tour
Oh, yeah.
to see all the stuff I wanted to see. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
cool.
with or
It's
without the
our
wife. So
dream.
if she doesn't
Our
want
dream is
a
to
Harley,
be. What we want to do is we want to get instead of getting a house, maybe we'll get an RV and just be nomads for the rest of our adult lives.
Guns Coast to Coast says I adopted at 45, and I feel like I was too old. Laugh out loud. I mean, different. We've talked about adopting, but having a kid when you're 45 of your own is way different than getting a 8 or 10-year-old adopted kid. Some.
Well,
I
see,
just got.
I don't know if I'd want it even that old. I would want somebody, if I'm going to adopt, I'm thinking below 5
But
because
you
you
won't
don't
want
want them
anybody in
already ruined.
diapers. But you don't want anybody in
Yeah, you don't
diapers
want
either.
diapers, but you don't
Yeah.
want them already ruined, bro.
Right. No, I get it. Well, I don't know. I'd probably be okay with a high school kid.
Oh,
Well, just because I know some that kids that probably would be good. But yeah, I don't know. Just because I'm used to dealing with them and they're a lot easier to talk to rather than a little kid.
yeah, but if you have to discipline, there ain't no good way of doing that with somebody like that. First of all, they're too old to be spanked. Second of all, what are you going to do? I mean, most likely they've been through the system quite a bit, and they already don't give a fuck. So, I mean, to me, that's like the worst because they're just troublemakers at that point. And
Well, first of
you can,
all, nobody's too old to get spanked. I'll beat the hell out of my 21-year-old with the belt
well,
just
if
as
you
fast as
do,
I will
then
my
they're going to be the
14-year-old.
first ones to call CPS on your ass as well.
You can't call CPS from being a 21-year-old. I was like, dude, I will beat your ass with a belt. I was like, and then you're a grown ass man. If I want to punch you in the fucking mouth, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking mouth. So you better keep your mouth shut and not talk to anybody disrespectful.
Right.
He came in one day and he was being a little snappy. And so I told him, I was like, where do you want it at? He's like, what do you want? What are we talking about? I said, you want me to punch you in the fucking mouth or in the solar plex? I was like, your choice. I was like, all right, and get the belt out and beat your ass. He's like, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. And he's like, I'm sorry for raising my voice. That's just how it is, man. That's how I roll.
Right.
He's a good kid, though. He's a really good kid. He's finishing up college, and but he came in. He had a little sass in his voice, and I had to tell him, homie, don't play that. Don't talk like that to anybody in this house. You get the shit slapped out of you. I'll be 64. The youngest adoptees get out of high school.
Hmm.
So you'll be retiring, right? Well, that's good, Walter. Sheesh. We want to stop somewhere for a few days. We just shut down. Yeah, is your wife still working, Stan? I know she does the coffee thing, right? But yeah, as far as kids, yeah, we just I enjoyed having kids. I always wanted a big family whenever I was younger, so we had one, and it's been a journey, a good one for most part. There's some dip-shitted, pig-headed things, like my youngest daughter. She'd be in a pain in the ass now because she's home and she wants to be lippy, and she's got braces on, so I can't backhand her in the mouth. So stuff like that. It just happens. It just happens. It was funny because I'll be like, come here, come here, come here, closer, 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 and then I'll give her a little pop in the mouth or something, but I can't do that now because I got $10,000 worth of braces in her fucking mouth. But And yes, I beat my kid's ass with a belt, so it's all right.
Yep.
Some people pay extra for spanking, says Stan. Hey, 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 hey! Bring me $10. I'll slap you around.
Right? Yeah. You want to be slapped?
Well, for a slapping, we're probably gonna have to charge a hundo. But if it's
Mm.
just a few licks with the belt, we'll do $10 a lick for each belt lick. And then if you want beat with the cattle whip, that's gonna be a $15 to $20 fee. So, and then if we'll work something out. Bad move. You're right. It's different. 2 9-month-olds. Bad move. Well, I mean, hell, if that's what you wanted, I mean, I love kids. Everybody says I'm the cool dad or we're the cool parents and stuff because I mean we're younger. So we still do like this Facebook or not Facebook, but like YouTube and stuff. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I don't do some of this shit like Snapchat and stuff, but I'm still the younger generation. The younger you are when you have kids, and that's why I try to tell them too. I'm like, you can't pull any of that dumbass stuff on me because I'm young. So you try to pull that wool over my eyes and say, oh, I'm just going to play basketball. Well, dumbass, I know where you're at because your Snapchat thing is on, and I know by your location where you're at. So don't give me that stuff. We had a 17-year-old that was fucked up. For her 18th birthday, they moved her from juvenile detention to jail.
No,
Oh,
that's a great
damn.
present.
Yeah. Wow.
See, that's what I don't want to get into. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that could happen, but then again, like I've seen so many people. Man, there's some fucking scumbags out there that get foster kids. And I just feel so bad for the kids. Like the person I'm going to talk about here is she's really a great kid. Really a great kid, and these people just took advantage of because they wanted money. They took her in, they buy their kid shit, expensive shit, and then they give her the donations that they get from church or from I guess the Child Protective Services or whatever the hell it is involved with that gives them money to buy. I guess they pay you. I don't know if you have foster kids. But
yeah, well, I've heard they pay you like $400 a kid a month or something, but I don't know. That's not why you should be going into it for sure.
So, but they spend that money on their kids, their biological children, buying them fucking Nike, Jordans, bullshit like that, and then they make this little girl walk around, in rags, and then they make her work to pay for her cell phone, but they give their children cell phones and afford them, they make her buy her stuff, but it's just fucking disgusting.
Those are sick ass people right there.
Yeah, and if you're gonna take some kid in, if you're gonna take some kid in and treat them like yours, that's what you're supposed to do. They're not supposed to be some outcast. You're supposed to make them feel like they're your family, because otherwise they're just a paycheck. Well, these people don't do that. They treat them just like a paycheck, and then they just have them in their house. There's so much shit I can tell you about that.
Wife has a sore spot for people like that, yeah.
And I want to share something. So when I was first taken into foster care, it was right around Christmas time. I was 7 years old, and this lady had just gone through a divorce, and she had a daughter that she was treating like a princess and had everything that she could ever want. I had never seen 2 beds in a room. I had never seen a Barbie canopy bed before. I had never seen a TV in somebody's bedroom before. And so she takes me into their house, and I had to sleep on the floor in a sleeping bag because her invisible friend was sleeping in the other bed, and I wasn't allowed to sleep there. She would throw a temper tantrum until Mom took her to get McDonald's, and I was happy to eat whatever she prepared. On Christmas Day, they didn't have any presents for me, but I got to help the other girl open her presents, which pissed me off, and so I ended up getting removed from that home because I kind of intentionally set a fire.
Kind of a little bit harsher,
At 7? At 7, you were playing with matches? No one ever played with matches at
No,
7.
I used construction paper and lit it off the pilot light so I could set her playroom on fire.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hey, Russ, it's nice knowing you, bro. Don't ever piss her off. They'll never find your body, bro.
Yeah.
That 55 gallons of diesel out back is not for your vehicle. It's to put your body in.
And all them Russell Stover's chocolates.
Yeah. All them Russell Stover chocolates. You just melt them all down and make a fondant poison stinger pot.
Uh-huh. Why are we even playing around anymore, bro? Come on.
So Stan says Iris is going to open up the red room at the farm. Stan, let's see. Walter says Stan bolt set of chains and handcuffs to the basement walls. Kids respect. Yeah, it rubs itself with lotion or it gets the hose again.
Mm-hmm.
That guy was from Indiana. I just kick them off the internet. Says Stan.
That's what it became. Like with my daughter, we used to spank her until about 13, and then she got her own phone, because we wanted to keep track of her and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? She's on that phone more than anything. I'm just going to take her phone away instead of spanking her because I don't want to spank her anymore or whatever. She's balled harder on that than any spanking. And eventually she was like, Dad, please, can I have a spanking? I don't want to have my phone taken away. I was like, well, now you just done and ruined it now. Obviously, you're always going to get your phone taken away now.
Yeah, you done told on yourself. Yeah, that's what my wife would always do. She's the vindictive person. I'm just like, I'll beat your ass and it's over. But my wife's like, what would you rather have taken away? Your Xbox or your
Amish.
phone? Going Amish.
Yeah.
You turned the electric off in the room?
She fucked up good enough. I think it was once, at least once, maybe twice.
She had done it so bad that we just took away everything.
She went full Amish, dude. Like
no electricity?
No electronics, no motor car, not a single fucking luxury. She didn't have nothing.
Did you turn her electricity off in her room?
Yeah.
You turned the electricity off in her room. I thought I was the only person that did dick moves like that.
No, you have absolutely no power. Good fucking luck. You might enjoy the heat that's coming through the vents by pure fucking accident. Because if I could shut that off too, I might.
I wouldn't do the heat and the air conditioning, but
it was.
I've been known
that one time. That was.
She laid on the floor bawling like we had just murdered her dog in front of her or something. Man, she was.
One of my older boys, he was notorious for leaving his light on in his room, so I rewired it so I could go in to the fuse panel and just shut it off. Oh, he would get so pissed. He's like, I can't fucking see. I'm like, should have turned the light off. Turn the light off. He would leave it on 24/7, 365. Yeah.
Can't flip a switch. Doesn't have to pay the electric bill. Yeah.
Let's see. It says.
Man, I'm telling you, this is why I think about doing it over again to see if I can do it right. This time, do homeschool. Don't allow them to have a cell phone. Make them, get them less education from other people their own age. Because at the time, I thought about homeschooling her, but I was like, nah, I don't want her growing up socially awkward. And unfortunately, yeah, she's not socially awkward, but I think it would have been better if she had been socially awkward. So the next kid, if I ever have another kid, would be homeschooled.
So Walter says we have had kids pulled out of homes that just did it for money. One girl had so many knots in her hair that it took me hours to untangle it. We break even at best with the kid. Yeah, I mean, like if they give money, I think I personally would spend it on the kids if, because that's the most important. That's why I'm also looking forward to all my kids graduating so that I don't have to take care of them anymore. So then I can spend some of my money on me. But no, really, I'm sure my kids will still need something, especially one of my daughters. She's very, very needy. She has a shoe addiction, and she's a freshman. So we had a 6-year-old try to burn her house down. He's fine now. Yeah, it's all about how you take. It's all how you take care of them and teach them better.
Yeah.
So I mean, not everybody's fixable, but you know, I did finally get put into a good group home. Uh, she's thanking Walter for being a good person, which everybody should be. I snapped my daughter's phone in half right in front of her.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm liking it, Stan. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yeah.
I tell you, man, the phone with girls is definitely their Achilles heel.
I wouldn't snap her damn phone in half, but
No, because it costs too damn much money. I didn't
yeah,
either.
yeah.
It's like maybe if I
I mean,
paid it off, it was a
I've
cheap piece of shit. But
yeah, for sure. Um, but yeah, like snapping it in half. I learned my lesson a long time ago about that. Well, I did one better than that. I took it out and I told her to go sit it out on the barrel. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, about 12 times with a 22 rifle.
better yet, make her do it.
I've thought about that, but I knew she wouldn't. I knew, and she's an eagle eye too. She's a really good shot, so I know she would shoot around it. But, yeah, yep, that happened to iPhone. I think it was iPhone S, or it was the color one, whatever the hell the color one was. I was like, "Yep, you want to keep talking on that and not cleaning your fucking room? Okay, well, it's been 2 days now. Take it out there and put it on the." She's like, "What are you gonna do? What's that for?" I was like, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna look at it." And so she got back up on the porch. She's like, "Here, put these on." She's like, "No, you're not going to." And I was like, "Not for you."
Told the social worker that we treat her like Cinderella.
Oh yeah, because we wanted her to actually do chores and clean around the house. So she was comparing herself to Cinderella, my daughter, at one point.
Oh.
Yeah, because she has to do chores.
They go through phases. It's so funny.
Well, that's the problem. She's my only, right?
I know.
And
I
I
know.
wanted more, but she's my only girl, and she was my little princess, and yeah, it was both good and bad with that. Walter Davis says full Amish, LOL. Yeah, we had different levels of Amish because there's different levels of Amish people. I mean, there are some Amish people that use power tools, bro.
There's Mennonites. Yep, there's
Yeah.
Mennonites.
But full Amish, yeah, that's when you done fucked up.
There's no coming back. You are in trouble.
Yeah. Real girl says it's creative parenting. Yeah, you have to. You have to know what works best for the child, and each child is different.
Yeah, like my son, if you took his phone away, he'd be like, "Okay, I don't give a shit." He's like,
Yeah.
"Now my girlfriend won't bother me." But if you take away his Xbox or his computer,
kid, if they tried to tell me I couldn't go nowhere as a kid, I would have been like, "Fuck you, I don't care. I ain't going nowhere anyway." Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Stan. That's messed up. But I'm glad that you made him do right.
the kids took the money they had fundraised and spent it on candy. I made them sell. That's good shit. Oh man.
What were they fundraising for?
Probably school or something. Where they get the candy bars
Yeah.
or popcorn or stuff.
Stuff. Wow.
Yeah, that's good shit. Yeah, I mean, why not make them pay it back with something of theirs? Yeah.
Technically, you're still the one paying for it.
Right, but you're teaching them a lesson because that's something they
Yeah.
enjoy. That's like I said. The wife, she would find out what each kid enjoyed the most,
Mm-hmm.
and then she'd give them an
Maybe
option of
use it
which one to take away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil.
That's
She's evil.
some diabolical shit if you think about it, though, man. Like you're asking your kids, so what are you into? What do you really enjoy to do on your free time? They're thinking that you're bonding. No, you're just getting information on what to use.
Yeah, and they're like, please just let dad beat her ass. Please just let dad beat her ass. We don't want to.
My daughter begged me for a spanking. I never thought I'd seen that day. Yeah. I sure as hell never begged for a spanking when I was a kid. Holy shit. Maybe I'm weak or something.
My third boy in line there, I guess in age, he goes, he said something one day, and I was like, well, what do you want? Do you want to spank? Do you want your ass whipped, or do you want to do this? He's like, here, and he comes out of his room and he made me a paddle. Like, what the fuck is that? He said he didn't like the belt. He'd rather get hit with a board on the ass, and I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you, boy?
Yeah.
And he likes woodworking, and it was just so funny. I was like, I can't even beat your ass now.
It's all
Because you
ornate and shit and
Yeah.
stained properly.
Well, it was like he took a piece of old barn wood and he got it all down. It's got a handle on it and stuff. And I was just like, I was impressed by his ingenuity that I was just dumbfounded I couldn't even spank him now. I was like, wow, that's so awesome. He's like, I don't like
he
the
went
belt.
to wood shop and made
Yeah.
his own belt.
Yeah. Well, because the belt wraps around you a little bit, you know. And
Oh, I know, and it had
yeah.
a little bit of a snap at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been hit
Yeah.
by a belt a few times. Yeah.
They bought a shitload of candy and were quite popular at school for a while. Yeah, until they weren't popular anymore because they had to not play Wii online with their friends. Stan, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm the same way. I believe the same stuff. For sure, same mindset. My kids grew up around military brats though, so that was always interesting. So, anyways, one more time, I'll give you guys the link to that video of the doctor saying, tonic water and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's about time for us to roll out. It's been 2 hours and almost 30 minutes, so I would like to go ahead and thank everybody for coming in today. Glad everybody's doing okay. Poison Stinger's checking out his perimeter because Roxy Grill is getting ready to chew somebody's ass up. So, all right, well, as always, thumbs up, thumbs down, bitches most complaints, leave them in the comments section below. I'm Irish USMC Vet. Please check out our stuff in the drop-down box below. Share, like, comments, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks to Poison Stinger and Riddle Girl for being here today, too. Thanks for sharing and hopefully learning from us. Everybody have a great day and a wonderful weekend if I don't see you guys. If we don't, may have a broadcast tomorrow sometime, so just stay tuned to that. And we'll see you guys and gals later. Simplify and Godspeed. Have a great day. We're out of here.